Hello, everybody. Hytale just released their first patch notes for their first update. Thought we could go over them real quickly. Let's see what we got here. Hytale patch notes, update 1. Welcome to the first Hytale update. Today we're releasing new content alongside a range of fixes and quality of life improvements. We are committed to maintaining a rapid patching cadence to address issues and improve the game as quickly as possible. World and environment. Added dinosaurs and other NPCs to populate the underground jungles. They currently use placeholder behaviors and are a work in progress. Note, these new NPCs required a change to the environment in the biome, so you will need to generate new unexplored areas to see them. Devastated lands. Sewers now have proper atmospheric effects and creature spawns. Areas beneath volcanoes now use volcanic environmental effects. Fixed entity placements, textures, and interiors in Farron villages. Removed an invisible filler block behind the bench in the Forgotten Temple. And then looks like we've got NPC creatures. Added knockback resistance to NPCs that previously did not have it. Fire-themed NPCs and creatures should now be immune to fire damage. However, they'll still catch on fire for now. The Crystal Earth Golem's combat behavior and spin attack have been improved. Skeletons should no longer take drowning damage. Quebecs should now be immune to the environmental damage caused by cactus and brambles. Replaced Trork Shaman placeholder summon animation. Added proper loot tables to Quebecs and Torques in the Whisper Frost Frontiers. Livestock should no longer climb to the top of the chicken coop. Cautious wildlife predators, such as the fox, should no longer engage players unless attacked. We've got crafting, items, and farming. The backpack and its upgrades are now easier to obtain. The base backpack now requires a Tier 1 workbench, down from Tier 2. Base backpack cost is reduced to 8 medium leather, down from 16. Upgrading the backpack for the first time now requires a Tier 2 workbench, down from Tier 3. Light, medium, and heavy hide now take 10 less seconds to process into leather. Crafting benches can now pull materials from chests within 14 blocks horizontally, up from 7, and 6 blocks vertically, up from 4. Processing benches now display item tooltips in the upgrade requirements panel. All raw fruits and vegetables should now only grant health regen 1. Cooking them grants additional benefits. Dropped items should no longer get stuck on the side of blocks. Torches and other handheld light sources can now be placed on the ground when equipped in the utility slot while wielding a pickaxe or hatchet. That's huge. I've been wanting that since I started playing. Pickaxes and hatchets now are only swung while using the primary action. Corn gives 1 essence of life instead of 4 when exchanged in the farming bench, as it was previously misconfigured, making it better than higher tier crops. Fully grown cauliflower and pumpkin no longer drop regular seeds when broken by hand or with any tool. Fully grown eternal crops no longer drop eternal seeds when broken by hand or with any tool. Wood logs now display their respective wood type. Example, oak log will display hardwood in its tooltip. When a crafting recipe previously required a type of trunk, this is now displayed correctly as log instead. Example, hardwood trunk is displayed as hardwood log in the recipe requirements. When a crafting recipe requires a specific log type, such as hardwood, the tooltip now displays which trees can drop that type of log. Example, softwood log will display banyan, beech, and aspen in its tooltip. Woodcutter's block no longer displays as dev item quality and no longer has its unused processing bench interaction. It is now a decorative furniture block that can also be crafted in the furniture bench. Got audio visual effects, new hit and break sounds for stone, new hit and break sounds for ores with additional layered effects. Horses now properly play running sounds while mounted. Torch burn loop replaced with a softer ambient sound. Adjusted volumes for cocoon breaking, pig, piglet, and warthog sounds. Reduced pitch variation on sword swings. Added new ore breaking particles. Added fruit eating particles, more to come later for other food types. A new particle effect now appears above an NPC's head when absorbing their memory. Updated health potion visual effects with new glitter, glow, and spiral particles. Fixed rope offset when held in hand. Fixed hand positioning for various plants, flowers, and foliage. Here we've got UI performance and quality of life. You can now sleep starting at 7:30 p.m. Huge. Early night. Added information panel explaining memory system when interacting with the Heart of Orbis for the first time. Can be viewed again by clicking on the question mark in the top left corner of the Memories UI. Toggle full screen, switch HUD, and take screenshot can no longer be bound to the mouse buttons. The game now warns when launching pre-release versions or opening worlds from different versions. Field of view while sprinting is now limited to 160 to prevent hyperdrive effect. Canceling land server directory now works correctly. The interaction system now handles server lag spikes better. Character customization. New eye types. Cat eye, demonic eyes, goat eye, reptile eye. New mouth options. Large mouth, tiny lips. New hair color. Lavender. Reworked Bang's hairstyle in brightened dark brown color. Featherbound hood is now correctly showing for the supporter edition. Combat and balance changes. Weapon attacks should now check for line of sight. The regular burn effect now generally deals less damage. Burn applied by lava remains unchanged. Cactus and brambles now deal the environmental damage type. Commands and server. Fixed argument order for teleport commands. /TP to player, target player. Give command now supports specifying item durability. Whitelist and ban commands now support both online usernames and offline UUIDs. The server now uses bottleneck bandwidth and round-trip propagation time BBR congestion for QUIC. Improved authentication and session token error handling. Bug fixes and stability. Fixed a misconfiguration that allowed weapon charged attacks to not consume stamina correctly when swapping to another hotbar slot at the right time. Fixed signature ready sound playing incorrectly in adventure mode. Fixed regular expression parsing in /replace command. Fix an issue where signature attacks could be used without signature energy. Fix some items allowing longer interaction ranges than intended. Fix fluid flow behavior when stacking water sources. Fix crash when using non-English folder names for screenshots. Fix crash when selecting certain hairstyles with variants. Fix crash caused by corrupt cached avatar previews. Fix crash when the memories plugin fails to load. Fix an issue where rewards from restoring memories were granted too early and did not match the correct number of memories required. Fixed waiting for chunks taking too long at less than 128 view distance. Fixed crash when updating player model. Fixed localization loop affecting Norwegian language users. Fixed race condition in the instance teleport that caused entity removal and re-add issues. Fixed session refresh for single player servers. Fixed various issues with crop growth where certain crops like tomatoes would not grow correctly. Chunks are now saved when a farming block updates. Extras. That's it. Oh, wait, extras. There's just 2 paw prints. I don't know what that means. Somebody else is going to have to figure that out. But guys, first update for Hytale should be pretty exciting. I don't normally do videos like this, but, you know, depending on how this one does, I may upload more. So I've been streaming Hytale over on Twitch at BlueBattleHawk over there as well, and we've been having a lot of fun. So if you guys want to check that out, go ahead. I've got 2 videos up on my BlueBattleHawk live YouTube channel. If you want to check out my first several hours of the game, it's all there, unedited. If not, check it out when I go live, or check out the next video I make, which may or may not be Hytale related. Thanks for hanging out.